Hey YouTube, Michigan Edge here. I got another review for you. Today I want to review to you one of my other BB guns. Okay, this right here, what we have here is the Remington Airmaster 77. The Remington Airmaster 77 is a pump action gun. So you would rely on pumping the gun to get the pressure, to build the pressure to fire it. Okay, it's chambered for .177 BBs or pellets. Okay, it's got a weight of roughly 4.5 pounds. The overall length of this gun is 39 3/4 inches. It has a pellet velocity of 725 feet per second and a BB velocity of 755 feet per second. And that would be with a maximum pump, which is 10 pumps. Okay, it's got a fully rifled barrel. All the way through inside is fully rifled. This gun right here holds 200 BBs roughly. Okay, I'll show you that in a second. Comes with a 4x20 scope. And the price on this here, I've seen it for anywhere from $50 to $80. You may even be able to find it cheaper. Okay. To go over some things on this real quick here. Okay. I'm going to show you real quick on how to load this. Right here in the butt cap here, we slide this back here. There's a loading hole here. This is for where you would house BBs at. Okay, and you can buy these little BB filler bottles here. They're kind of cone shaped, and you would just dump those in there. Okay, so this gun holds roughly 200 BBs. Okay, I want to show you real quick, just for someone who hasn't used this. This type of model before. Right here, there's a little lever here that would house your BBs. When you pull this back here, pull this all the way back, okay? And I'm gonna shake this. What you're doing is you're filling. I'm gonna show you here in a second. You're filling. Whoop, right here, you're filling this housing with BBs that you dropped in the butt cap, and then when you push this right here, this locks your BBs in place, okay? And then when you're ready to actually chamber your round and pull right back here, you cock this hammer all the way back here, and it's controlled by a magnet. It's pulling a BB forward. I don't know if we can pick that up. It's pulling a BB forward to chamber and load, okay? So it's considered like a repeater model. So right now I'll close this. And after we close this, I'm going to rotate this over. Okay, so right now, 10 pumps is maximum velocity. As you pump this gun to build velocity, the more you pump it, the harder it gets, okay? That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, okay. You wouldn't want to pump this gun past the recommended amount because you can damage your seals and damage the gun internally. Okay, so right now this gun's ready to fire. All we'd have to do is it has a standard bolt safety right here. Once we push this safety over right there from this backside, this gun's ready to fire. Okay, so there you have that. Now that we have that out of the way, I just want to go over quickly some of my things I like about this gun and some dislikes. Okay, the first thing I like about this gun right here is the weight. This gun right here is a very light gun, so it's something that you can have fun with for a while. It doesn't become cumbersome or too heavy. Also, due to the weight, it makes it good for kids to learn how to shoot. Also very good for if you squirrel hunt, shooting squirrels out of trees. Being that the gun's not heavy, it's nice for that. Compared to my previous reviewed Crossman Quest here, this gun right here weighed in over 6 pounds. This gun right here is an excellent gun, but for me it's more of a resting and shooting gun. It's hard for me to shoot this gun for a long period of time just standing still and holding it accurately. Okay, that's where this gun kind of comes into play right here. Another thing I like about this gun is it's very accurate within its limits. This gun right here for me is roughly accurate out to about 25 yards. More realistically, it's more of a 10 to 15, 20 yard gun roughly. Okay, this is made very well for how light it is. I mean, it feels kind of cheap, but the gun's made very well. If you take care of it, it should last you quite a while. Being it's a pneumatic pump gun, it's very quiet. I'm actually going to do another video on this in the future. You'll have to stay tuned. Just shooting the gun to kind of show you how accurate and quiet this gun is. Okay, and the gun is, I like the safety on the gun also. I like the standard bolt action safety. So there's my likes on the gun. Some dislikes on this gun. Number one is the factory scope. It came with the 4x20 scope. The scope, I had problems dialing it in, getting it accurate. I bought this Tosco 7x20 scope, and this scope right here is very nice and clear, so it made a huge difference, and it was fairly cheap as well. Okay, I dislike having to pump the gun 10 times for maximum velocity, but you can get used to that. It's just if you shoot a lot of rounds through it for target, it gets kind of tiring having to pump this 10 times every time compared to a spring or brake barrel. And the other thing that I dislike about this gun, probably the only other thing, is having to load pellets in here. When you open this up right here, where we chambered our BB in there, the only way to load a pellet in here is to drop it in. And you can see there's not a whole lot of room to do that, so you rely on that pellet falling directly in there. And every now and then when I drop a pellet in here, it'll flip backwards. And then you can't get your finger in here, it's too small. The only way to get that pellet out of there is to shake. I'm going to close this, just to shake the pellet out and tip it over and get it to fall in your hand. So that doesn't happen too often, but it is something that's kind of irritating. Okay, and that's pretty much it on this gun here. Excellent gun, great gun for kids learning how to shoot. You can control the velocity. Pump this gun maybe 3 times, and it makes it a little bit safer, and it's still good for target shooting. But yeah, very accurate, well-made gun. I've had this now for probably about 5 or 6 years, and it's proven to be an excellent gun. Excellent for recreational shooting and some close-range small game hunting. Thank you very much, YouTube, and like I say, keep an eye out. I'm going to do a shooting video on this here and show you how accurate and quiet it is. Thanks for your time, and please feel free to comment and subscribe.